Welcome to the Bodaciously Awesome Family Show. Bodaciously Awesome Family Show. The only show dedicated to helping parents maximize their kids' experiences and for kids to reap the fun. Here are your hosts, the Bodacious family, Adam, Anthony, and Zachary.
What's up?
What's up? Yo, 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 yo!
Woo!
Welcome back to Bodaciously
Awesome.
Busch Gardens
Family.
Show.
All right, everyone. I am your host, Adam.
I am your actual host, not fake host, Zach.
I am your ghost host.
There's no ghost host here. We're not talking about the Haunted Mansion.
Whoops, sorry, wrong ride.
And Anthony has the night off. Well, you didn't say your name.
Oh, I'm Mom.
Okay, yes, we should talk about
No,
everybody.
she's the ghost host.
Yeah, make sure we introduce everybody properly, because, you know, everyone comes and goes here. They got to make sure to know who we're speaking to, who they're listening to, who is doing the what's what.
Okay.
All right.
What's what?
The what's what.
Got it.
Okay. All right, everyone, just remember you can find us all over. Get us Spotify, iTunes.
Literally everywhere.
Anywhere you find your Spotify, your podcasting,
Your
yes.
Pidcasting.
You can drop us a line at Gmail, BodaciousFamilyShow@gmail.com. Facebook, Bodacious Awesome Family Show. Twitter, Bodacious Family. Anything else?
That's a lot.
All of the interwebs.
Period.
Yeah, and if you want us to buy or sell a house in Florida, we can do that too. We talked about it, but that's why we do this, I guess.
That's not why we do it, but, you know, if it comes to fruition, great.
Yeah, so, yeah, there you go. All right, so recently, and I don't know how we're airing all these, because, you know, sometimes we record things in not the same order we release them in, but we've actually gone to a couple theme parks recently. Now, ones that we've gone to before, and we're doing some new episodes about them. So, Zachary, you and I will be talking to Uncle Carlos about our trip to Epcot recently.
Yeah.
And I think Uncle Carlos and I will do another episode on Guardians of the Galaxy ride. I believe the three of us did one on Busch Gardens recently, a couple months ago.
We did?
But
We did.
this is
Okay.
the new rides at Busch Gardens. The new state-of-the-art
Yes, well, so
roller coasters.
when we went, we didn't get to ride some of the new ones, and so we wanted to go back and talk about them. One has been open for about a year, then one that just opened, and it's considered like one of the most anticipated roller coasters of the season here, and we got to ride it. And when I say we, I mean you two, because I don't mean me, because I did not get to ride it.
Yeah, you've been to Busch Gardens twice since it's open, and you didn't get on it either time.
Yes, I've noticed that. So I guess you all will tell me all about it. So Zachary, first of all, this first ride, the new ride at Busch Gardens, what is the name of this ride?
Gwazi, that is iron.
Close.
Iron Gwazi.
Yes, Iron Gwazi. Now, this ride was an old wooden coaster that was just called Gwazi. First of all, for the record, I loved Gwazi. It was my favorite ride in the park.
Well, if you want to go back even further back,
Okay.
Yeah, back in the day, Gwazi actually was a dueling coaster with two tracks.
Oh, that's right. It was like that. Was that Dual Dragons or was that
Dueling Dragons
was that
was at Universal.
And this was like the same concept, but it was that.
Yeah, a racer roller coaster where they were supposed to go up at the same time.
I remember that now that you say that. So Gwazi is my favorite ride. I like wooden coasters. I like the up and down and speed. I am not one necessarily for twists and turns and G-forces and things that make me go blah.
Oh dear. Well, I don't know if this is a coaster for you then.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be an up and down because the first hill's huge and there's nothing like it. But I was actually kind of disappointed because I thought it was going to be an up and down, and we don't get that type of ride anymore. They're all like, oh, to make it good, you have to have a loop. You don't, but that's what I thought. It was going to be an up and down, but it surprised me. There was like these barrel rolls that made you go upside down. Mom said it was better the second time, but because I've only been on it once, but I didn't really like it as much as I thought I would.
Okay, well let me hit the highlights. The first hill is, I believe, the tallest.
Amazing.
Yeah, the tallest chain hill in Florida.
It may be like the southeast. It's huge.
It's also 91 degree drop.
Right. Yeah, the drop is 91 degrees. So.
Yeah, so you're not looking straight down. You're looking straight down, and then some. You cannot see the ride below you, right?
Right. You can't even fathom how high that hill is until you're on it.
It's scary.
It is terrifying.
But now this one doesn't like SheiKra at Busch Gardens has a big chain hill. I know it's not quite as big, but then when that goes over the top, it has a 90 degree drop. but it stops. Like that Shikra stops at the top of the hill, so you look down and look into the abyss, and the abyss looks back into you. Does this one happen as well? Like, does this stop at the top, or you just go straight in?
No, you go straight in. Now, we have not ridden in the front, because in my opinion, in traditional roller coasters, the back is better. But I imagine in the front, you might have a little bit of hang time, because as the coaster crests over the top. But we rode in the back, so I'm not sure about that.
Would you want to rewrite it? Rewrite it?
Rewrite it?
Yes.
Would you like to rewrite it in the front, Zach?
I would like to rewrite it, period. So, sure.
So the highlight of the coaster is the speed. Yeah, the maximum speed and like pretty much the sustained speed is like 76 miles an hour. Like that is unfathomable. This coaster never slows down.
It's no joke. Like, it's up.
Yeah, you know how like in most traditional roller coasters, at some point they have to put a brake on them so they don't fly off the tracks. I don't know how, from an engineering standpoint, they achieved this. But this roller coaster never slows down.
Well, I think that's part of the iron part of Iron Gwazi. So they definitely take away. It's still mostly wooden, but they've obviously updated the track with a lot of steel, so that's hence the iron. It's a hybrid coaster. And yeah, so you all noticed, and I knew this about the ride, but they do add in some barrel rolls. Zachary, about how many barrel rolls are in this?
3, because an alligator turns its prey over 3 times.
I do not understand how those two things correlate. What?
No, that's correct. That's correct.
Well, how does that fact? But they tell you this on the ride? Like,
yes,
if you don't get the answer right, do you get thrown off the ride?
No, it's in the queue line. They have a little thing in the queue line that tells you that an alligator describes how an alligator rolls its prey. Rolls its prey over 3 times.
So this is fun and educational?
It is. Yes.
What is this, Epcot?
So then the ride also barrel rolls you 3 times. Which, if you're not familiar with a barrel roll, it's kind of like a sideways loop. Yeah, there you go. A sideways loop.
That's exactly what it is. It isn't like that.
And it never slows down when it does that. I'm like, how is this possible? It's insane.
And how heavy does that make your head feel?
Actually, I didn't feel
that bad.
Yeah, not bad. I feel a lot worse when I get off of what's that big one in the front of the park? Montu.
I can't even ride that one anymore.
Montu's Pumbaa. Puma?
Kumba
messes me up.
Yeah, Kumba messes up my head too.
Yeah, I mean, I love the park, but yeah, unfortunately, all the rides kind of mess me up. And I think that's actually what you were saying, Zach, that not everything, in your opinion, or definitely not in mine, needs to have barrel rolls, needs to have loops. The up and down and the speed of the traditional wooden coaster, for me, is wonderful.
Yeah, just the hills. That's fine. We don't need all these loopy-doopies and twirly-twirlies and roundy-roundies.
You know what's a great roller coaster, and Busch Gardens SeaWorld will appreciate the fact that I keep it in the family. A great just drop hill coaster is Mako at SeaWorld.
Yeah, Mako is fun.
Oh, another one I just thought of. Could I ride Mako? But besides that.
You did ride Mako.
I knew that. But Goliath at Six Flags is really fun. Like, really fun. Because it's really high and then it goes down.
Yeah, it's
really idea. Yep.
And if you search our podcast episodes, you can find one from, I think, last year or the year before. We did do an episode about Six Flags over Georgia, and we talked about Goliath. And, because, yeah, like, that to me is awesome. Now, you can add in some of those elements. Again, Shikra, I think, is the best example. Shikra definitely has a hill, and it definitely has a loop. And there may be is there a barrel roll in Shikra?
No, just one loop.
Just a loop.
2 drops in a loop.
And it's awesome. Like, that ride is incredible. The hill's amazing. You're looking down into the abyss. It takes off. And there's one at Shikra, or the one in SeaWorld that's like it too. Manta.
No, Manta's the one where they flip you onto your stomach.
Oh, you're flying. That's right. And that one's a little nauseating, but it's really cool. All right, we'll get to... Well, the SeaWorld people should have us back there so we can ride their new ride, right? We have not ridden their new ride at SeaWorld, so they should have us back out.
Right. Come on, SeaWorld.
Yeah, come on. We want to try the Icebreaker.
Invite us back, please.
And we're really nice. All right, so Zach, Iron Gwazi. Do you give the Iron Gwazi a thumbs up?
I'll give it a middle until I ride it again.
Okay, I think that's pretty fair. Okay, what about you?
I give it 2 very enthusiastic thumbs up. Nice.
Nicely done. Yeah, I'm giving it a thumbs. I still want to ride the ride thumbs. Because yeah, we went the first time, and I had to do something for work, and then we went a second time, and we were meeting some friends. We have some timing issues, and so you all rode it, or you and Anthony rode it, and yeah, Zach and I walked around the park and waited for people. So it was it just hasn't worked out timing wise, but it will. And I'm sure at that point I'll be happy.
Well, remember our last trip to Busch Gardens, we were towards the end of the afternoon, and it wasn't crowded that day. We just about had Adam talked into, hey, let's just go ride it real quick. The line's like 20 minutes. Let's go. Kaboom!
Well, okay. We almost had Adam talked into it. I want to go on it. I'm not going to be talked into it. It's not like if you're like, hey, go ride Kumba again, you'd have to talk me into that because I'd just probably rather die. But like, I totally want to ride Iron Gwazi. I don't think I'm going to like it as much as I loved Gwazi, which is my unfortunate part. But I totally want to ride it. And yes, it did thunder, and that's Tampa.
Yeah, and then we had to, run out to the parking lot and try not to get struck by lightning. Fun times.
Yeah, and had a very, very wet ride home. It was fun. All right, so Zach, so you would say that Iron Gwazi did not meet your expectations?
Definitely not. I think if I ride it again, I'll think better of it.
Yeah.
Because I know what I'll expect, but definitely not. I thought it was going to be great, like just a great up and down coaster. Maybe one loop or two. Not bunch of barrel.
3 barrel rolls.
They're all right in a row, though, right?
No.
No.
Oh, no?
Mm-mm. No, they're kind of spread out.
Oh, I kind of assumed they were all in a row. That's even weirder now. I don't know if I think about that.
Yeah. It all happens so fast. Yeah, you won't even.
They basically feel like it.
Yeah.
Is it a long ride?
Oh, yeah, it's decently long. I would say it's probably, maybe 2 minutes and some change.
Yeah.
Does that sound accurate, Zach? You're like
Well,
staring at his face?
he doesn't know. He doesn't know how.
I
don't know.
One.
We'd have to Google it. I don't know.
I was just wondering what the experience felt like. Okay. So, Zach, were you sick or uneasy or lightheaded or anything after the ride?
Definitely not. Definitely not.
How about you?
I was dizzy for like half a second, but not bad.
Will I be dizzy or uneasy after the ride?
Probably.
Yes.
I like how you both quickly answered
You
that.
get dizzy on the parking lot tram.
I do not. You take that back. I'm not your sister.
Well, she takes Dramamine, so she doesn't get dizzy.
Okay, so we're at like 12 minutes here. So shifting gears here, I don't remember if on our last Busch Gardens podcast, if we talked about Tigris. I know we talked about the ride at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. I don't remember what it was called. It was the same ride there, but now they've brought it to Busch Gardens Tampa.
Correct, and it is terrifying.
It is.
Amazing.
It is also amazing. Now, here's what I've not gone on it yet at Busch Gardens Tampa. The thing that I remember most about it is there's a part where it goes really slowly. And I remember that part being the absolute most terrifying thing in the world and oddly nauseating. That's the one part of the ride that got me feeling dizzy.
There's one part that was slow, like on the first one, so we went, whoa, like really fast, and then we're like halfway up, and then it just stops, so then it drops us.
Yes, and it launches you out, and you go halfway up the hill, and then you go backwards back through the what do you call that?
And it's
the loading
slow.
area.
The loading area.
Yeah, you go backwards.
Not slow.
Very quickly backwards back through the loading area, and then it launches you up again. It launches you like 3 times until it gets you up into that top of the track, and that's where you're thinking of it. It was a very slow corkscrew turn.
Yeah, like I remember, it's like we were watching it, and it's doing it. And you're like, that's so bizarre. How could that be scary? And when you actually are doing it, 'cause you're going so slow, you don't get the G-force of it, like pushing you back into the seat. So you're almost feeling like you're gonna fall out. Obviously, you're not, and then. Yeah, for some reason, that slow motion, man, I remember my head getting all messed up in that, 4 seconds.
It didn't really mess my head up, but it did terrify me.
I mean, that's because I'm a wimp when it comes to getting your head messed up.
Yeah, I may have said some choice words and had to apologize to Zachary later.
We did, actually.
No,
Well,
to
in Williamsburg. In Williamsburg, we absolutely
I didn't
did.
write it.
No, you and I wrote it
Here in Tampa.
in Tampa.
Oh, yeah. You were like, holy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that when we wrote it in Williamsburg, I totally did. Because Anthony came off the ride. He's like, Dad, do you know what you said? I'm like, I do now, and I'm so sorry. All right. Is there anything else? So those are our 2 new experiences at Busch Gardens, Tampa, and they both are fantastic. They are both huge additions to the park. If you are a coaster hunter, Busch Gardens Tampa is amazing. There are lots of coasters, and they're all just, giant. I mean, they're all huge.
Yeah, if you love roller coasters, you definitely need to try Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. It's Williamsburg too. They're just amazing.
Anything else we want to say about these two new experiences, Mommy?
No, I can't wait to go back.
Yeah, I want to ride Tigress again too. We only rode that twice, but that was in one day. So I want to ride them all back.
Well, don't worry, we have season passes, so we'll go back again and again and again.
Woo!
All right. Hey, everyone, don't just be awesome.
Be bodaciously awesome.
All right, everyone, we'll talk to y'all next week. See you later. Bye!